All right, warriors, before we get started, we're going to do a breathing exercise. 5 seconds. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it, and release together. Despacito. The idea is this. Not only is a loop interrupter, but what you're doing is, without you realizing it, and I want you to start noticing it, when you do this breathing exercise, what you're doing is controlling your heart rate, your pulse, your core, that nervousness, the fidgetiness, so that you can lateral over from emotional, reactive, explosive, shock and awe, to logical, precise, precision, strategy. Warriors, when you're able to show yourself this way with confidence, you become narcissist kryptonite. 5 seconds is all it took. Now, we get a little theatrical. Yeah, I throw my head back, cock them fucking arms up. I do that so that it hopefully triggers you at that moment that you capture the butterfly feelings, or you feel like you have to posture defensively, that you remember the 5 Mississippis. It's going to save your ass. I just need you to taste it one time. Once you get a taste of the victory, oh, you won't be reaching out to me wanting to know how to get the fuck out. You're going to be reaching out to me because you're having too much fun. And you think it's a problem because now you now you're wondering, am I going to be seeking them out? No. I'm going to help you. Even though it's fun kicking their ass, what I need you to understand is this: you're not one of them. You see, part of the trap is you're temptatious, and this awareness is understanding you wield the power, and you can crack that ass anytime you want. The thing of it is having humility, staying grounded, man. Take your fucking shoes off, go take a walk on some grass, some dirt, play in the sand, get grounded. It's your humility that must not ever be compromised. Look, you're going to have plenty of opportunities, and you're going to fall. You're going to whoop some ass and not feel real good about it, but don't convict yourself. Most of them had it coming. It was just your turn. Remember that statement? See, many narcissists like to use that as if there's never commitment. It was just your turn. They were just passing through. Well, when the tables turn and karma served up all of a sudden that applies to you. See, narcissists are just random connections passing through in which you're given divine opportunities or appointments to practice. These are small battles of engagement, because one day we'll be united in a big front, and only one knows the timing. In the meantime, it's your job to stay aware, stay sharp, and practice with these low-vibing narcissists. There's going to come a time for you, and no one knows when. We just need to be prepared, because one day you're going to meet your equal, and just like you, their standards, and all we need to do is witness each other living a lifestyle that checks the boxes off of the same standards we're living. Are you going to be one that knows how to attract a warrior but not know how to keep them? Watch what you ask for prematurely. Warriors, 5 seconds, 5 Mississippis. We're going to take a badass walk on the beach. We're going to talk a little bit about noticing narcissists in their own element and how they busy themselves with either new supply or their own kind, how they turn against each other. It's a force to be reckoned with, but I need you to observe the obvious and why it's important that your absence be harnessed as a frontline weapon of defense. Your silence and absence is the narcissist death blow. 5 seconds. Let's talk about these scrubs. Release slowly. All right. Shake that shit off, y'all. Look. Let me put my rears, if I can look more intelligent-eristis. Now, whenever we're talking about narcissists, you know deep down inside when you were among many of these in different events, work environments, whatever it might be, family, you felt out of place. They felt comfortable. You felt out of place. The thing of it is, you also know trying to get rid of narcissists is like getting shit on your hand and washing your hands 20 times and it still has that faint, distinct. Now, it doesn't have the sharp edge, but you still got the faint, someone stepped in shit, right? The thing of it is, it needs to do that for you so that you're well aware that it was super easy finding those crowds and being accepted in those crowds, but it's a bitch getting out. It's almost like they won't let you. Kind of like an addiction. An addiction gets you by the boo-boo and only allows you to make just enough to maintain the addiction, but not be able to relocate to better yourself and get away, put distance between you and the dealer. You see, whenever you're going through narcissistic abuse and or relationships, it's important for the narcissist to keep you Confucius, and this is why the Hoover is so effective. It keeps them on your mind. As they're busy trying to replace you, they're keeping you on a holding pattern as a place card. A holding pattern, layaway. Just see if they can find something more better, bestest to rub in your face. If not, then at least they were able to shield you from truly proving they stepped out so that they can use that as a gateway to come back. Are you following me on this? Because check this out. Start noticing when narcissists get bored. Sociopaths, psychopaths, borderlines, cluster Bs, put them all fucking together. Just call them dumbasses with crowns, okay? Just keep it simple. If you ever notice when they get bored, if they don't have anyone to fuck with, or the family doesn't have a unified target, or the group to gang stalk, they go after each other. They start with this. It started off as a favor when they were helping, but now they get bored, right? And they're going to remind you, hey, you remember the other day I helped you? Yeah, I remember you volunteered. I called you and you came over. You said, yeah, well, you owe me for that. I helped you all day. I mean, that was like 8 hours worth of work. And you're like, the fuck? You volunteered. In fact, you called me to ask what was up and asked if I could come over because you were bored. Well, I just think it's only right. I mean, I was there for 8 hours. We did work. I did help you. See, narcissists will breadcrumb you at the front end, and it becomes a transactional relationship whenever it necessitates their needs. They need to start an argument, a riff, a divide, one-upping, the you owe me. Warriors, and it can be in small things. Like I took the garbage out, I cleaned the ashtray, I don't know, I folded the clothes, right? Whatever it might be, the way they see it is, it's not fair. That's the seed they plant in their head. That's the toddler. And this is the one that they're sicking on you. So when I tell you they're splitting, that personality splits, You went from bestest friend to foe. It's a split. Now, when I tell you scrubs play dress up to play house, warriors, many of these scrubs or narcissists, or what I call also freeloaders, couch surfers, gold diggers, and they can be male or female. Understand, both of them seek the same thing: validation, attention. Let's just say your meat, to keep it simple. Your meat. Oh, get your damn head out of the gutter. Your money, your energy, your attention, and your time. Your meat. Now, it doesn't translate over to Spanish, but it sounds more neaterist. Tu carne. They want your carne, man. Check this out, warriors. What you need to look at, it doesn't only come in beautiful meat suits, but the low self-esteem can be noticed visibly as they begin to cycle out, as they age. Many narcissists fear aging. They don't age out gracefully. They start getting procedures done. In fact, I'll tell you this. I dated one date, because I was curious. This girl was an older lady, and she had, what do they call it, where your skin underneath is numb, like it's paralyzed. The shot Botox. They go and get their lips done, like, right? They get them all shotted up, and when their face gets done, check this out. This is the reason I let the cat out the bag later, because the way I see it, she didn't look a lot like what she, after the makeup and all that. I was like, well, fuck, it's two different people anyway, so I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. I let her know point blank, hey, look, I'm a coach, a life coach. I talk a lot on narcissism, but I have a curiosity. I said, did you have that stuff done on your face where it don't? I said, because do you know that when you smile, nothing moves? And she started rolling. She just thought, oh man, this guy's just. So she entertained me, right? Because I told her, I'm just curious. Does it hurt? I said, because when you smile, this stays flat and here stays flat and nothing, and it's just. And she said eventually it goes away, and the swelling and all that. And so, but look, it was never a date two. It's just I get curious and then I report back to y'all, right? But there's ways, understand, even then, that even narcissists are able to communicate with dialogue so long as they know you're just curious and it's about them anyway. Who doesn't want to talk about moi, right? And their procedures or even being noticed. So long as they know, hey, you're not wanting anything, they will have an open conversation. Y'all have had them. In fact, many of them end up having diarrhea of the mouth, tell you more than you really wanted to know. But warriors, what I want you to understand is many narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths will start having unnecessary procedures that goes to the exaggerated form of looking like a clown. When you see this, what I want y'all to understand is that's no different than someone telling you point blank, I have a disorder. When people start disfiguring themselves, coloring their shit differently, wanting to be oddball out, running around with, I don't know, that double ear shit, just totally painful looking stuff. You need to appreciate that in a warrior way, to understand that at least that one has enough nads to scream it by advertising it. The ones I want you to be careful are the ones that don't and pretend they don't have a disorder and damage you or destroy you totally. You see, we know how to fight the devil we see. It's the one we don't see, the no-see-ums that get you. And that's why we come together, warriors, so we can avoid a lot of the butt hurt, but it doesn't mean you're going to be challenge-free. I don't want you to ever think that there is a finish line. When I tell you we're going to cross the finish line, that's your understanding and adopting a new lifestyle. But the battle never ends. The goalpost continues to move. The social norms change and evolve. And guess who's pushing those changes? Narcissists, because they're suffocating. They got to reinvent themselves. And they become the trendsetters to get people dialed in to accept a new social norm. See, fuck buddies went to situationships. Doesn't that sound more deliciouserestez? It doesn't even sound like something shameful. Well, it's just a situationship. But back in the day, if we call that your fuck buddy or Sancho, everybody knew on the down low. You see, warriors, we need to bring back the shame. Narcissists know, they feel it. It's right around the corner. It's happening. I just need more of you to breathe for 5 seconds, and you're going to do the right thing, because you won't be reactive. You're going to respond properly. Warriors, there's no do-overs. And you're nobody's rebound. We don't settle for potential, because you're living the standards you now expect in a great friend. Watch who you vent to. Just because they're listening doesn't mean they're for you. It's the ones closest to you that are against you, with a smile on their face and 10 swords in your back. Warriors, narcissists know exactly what they're doing. They intended it and celebrated prematurely. Now they're going to need you. They're going to hoover. They're going to scream, beg and plead. And I only got one question for you. Why were you that easy to reach? Didn't see that coming, did you? See, in this channel, it's all about accountability. Blow the bridge up. See, I don't hold the hoover responsible, because dumbasses are going to do what dumbasses do. I hold you to a higher level, a higher standard, because you're the intelligent one. How were they able to reach you? Whenever a cockroach shows you a crack, it's your job to blow it up. Now get out there, wipe your eyes, and own it. It's never goodbye, warrior souls. Until next time. Thank you so much. This is going to sound wild, but I wanted to say thank you so much, Megan Fox. I got my gift. I appreciate it so much. You're awesome. And to whomever got me the beachwear top and bottom yoga set, thank you. I appreciate it. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta confess this. I did laundry about 6 moons ago, and I had done it all the way up to drying and folding it. I brought my towels back to the camp, and when I went back to pick up my shirts, that whole load was missing, folded and everything missing. So I was kind of bummed out a little bit, but not real bummed, because keep in mind, all my shirts, some of the sweaters, I've had for like 12, 13, 15 years, forever, right? Because I hand wash everything, and I'm not in that fashion shit. Most of my shit, it just lasts, right? So anyway, I was kind of down about it. So the girls posted a couple outfits from my Amazon to get me some clothes started, because I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna do videos wearing the same shirts over and over until I, just have time to run by Walmart, or I'll throw some shit on Amazon, right? So anyway, check this out. 2 moons ago, I go to the rec room. I was gonna go over there and take a shower because the water pressure's badass. I go over there, take a shower, and I'll be damned, my clothes is neatly folded on the table with a note. Sorry. So my clothes found a friend for about 7 moons and came back. It wandered off. I was discarded, future fate, and now it's come back. So, we kind of like the way you take care of us. We're back! So warriors, those of you who bought me t-shirts that were on the Amazon list, the reason they're not on there now is because I took them off. I took them all down. I thank you so much. Y'all are awesome. But anyway, I wanted to share that with you and let you know that it was all appreciated, and all the remarks that y'all are sharing with each other. That's really where the medicine is. You, look at me, are healers. I just need y'all to build up your confidence and joust with each other, so that when the right time comes, you don't hesitate. You're not reactive. You respond. But you're going to know who to invest in, because they operate and move differently. We speak a special language, and it's more deliciouserestez and more better besterestez. It's never goodbye, so until next time, warriors. Namaste.